sometimes breaking character is necessary.
Yes. Yes.
What I'm on, yes they are, not my legs. If someone decides to attack me and decides to clump me, I will not be able to hold my own weight. These legs are not built correctly. I will fall, so I sometimes have to watch myself because I don't want to injure myself nor others.
Yes. The same goes for me. My helmet weighs about 10 pounds and is held on by a thin strap. If someone grabs me suddenly from behind or tries to take something off my outfit or my sword, I'm going to have to tell them to step back and not touch me. I may have to break character in order to get them to listen.
I was going to say something there.
Sorry.
Oh, it's not. I just don't remember. Do you want to take off your mask?
No.
Okay.
I'm having a hard time hearing the chick with her face painted. I'm having a hard time hearing.
Sorry.
She's really in character, actually.
No, I understand that. It's just I have bad ears.
Okay. That's.
We have chairs up here in the front.
So.
He's the one you have to worry about.
How many of you guys are familiar with method acting? Alright, cool. Anar, what's method acting?
It's the best way to describe it is not acting, being. So basically been describing.
For example, when
Yeah.
there was a movie that Dustin Hoffman was in, and he had a scene where he had to play that he was really tired, so he went out and stayed up all night and ran around the building a whole bunch of times. So he actually really was tired for the scene.
Yeah.
So that is a good example of method acting.
A lot of my training I did with the New Heritage Acting School they have in Idaho, and one of the things that Anthony Hopkins said was that acting is schizophrenia, only you don't get committed. That's kind of an intriguing concept. Another thing with method acting is don't take it so far that you hurt yourself or somebody else, but do everything you can to put yourself in a similar situation that your character is in. With Jack, when I first played him, the biggest problem I had was his expressions and his posture, which are major. Just because I don't normally wander around like a lizard that's running on the water like he does, because that's kind of what he looks like. And as we know in the first movie, it talks about him being stranded on an island for a long time in the sun. That made him crazy. So I decided to go on top of my parents have a ranch-style house, and I went there in like July, and I decided to go up there for a couple days. Not a good idea, because it made me really sick, kind of, because I was out in the hot sun. But there are other, like, I think probably a better way would have been to kind of walk around blindfolded and try to walk like him while I was blindfolded, because it had the same effect. I played Dritz from Forgotten Realms. He's a dark elf. So I went to some caves that we have and camped out there for a weekend. Just put yourself in the situation as best as you can. Obviously, if you're playing a samurai, don't go running around chopping people's heads off and stuff. But it's cool to take classes on like Iaido and stuff like that. Would be really cool. Read up on like samurai code and that kind of stuff. That's a really good idea.
And especially if you're paying. I'm sorry.
It's okay, no, go ahead.
I'm saying, like, especially if you're going to be playing period characters that come from different time eras, know how even both genders were treated. My character is from essentially like 18th, 19th, early 19th century Victorian era, and we don't go around flirting with everybody. The women were very reserved, very quiet. Learn how your character would have acted in the time period that is appropriate, and even that just make a whole world of difference. Forget about it.
I was going to say, I know a different version of method actor has been some of your newer character actors that you've seen in Hollywood and such. Eliza Dushku, like, recently said that for dollhouse because she is playing a different character for every episode. She's tried to just go through as many different classes for different things that might possibly come in later on. For instance, they had her use a crossbow in an episode for season 1. She knew very well how to use a crossbow. She was caught up in Park City last January doing rock climbing at the G-Force gym with some of the instructors there because she knew that it was the best place to learn. So that just, when we're talking about getting into character, that's one of those things that hit me was if you have any skills in your skill base that you can draw from, that would be very advantageous.
Yeah, it's like having a catalog. Like with voiceover, some of us have done a little, not anything major, but little commercials and stuff. And I've talked to voice actors at cons, and they say have a catalog ready. You know, you need to have like a Scottish guy, a weird foreigner guy, a guy from Liverpool, and you need to have your basic hero, your tragic hero, your cute like girl that transforms, and do that too with cosplay. Have kind of a catalog, because at some point there's going to be a point where this catalog and the character you're cosplaying are going to meet, and you'll be able to draw from that.
For characters who are like a joke, who are violent and menacing, how would you get into characters? How would you use method acting in that without actually hurting someone else, I guess?
It varies. Obviously, like, again, you don't really want to like put yourself in the same situation as they do. With that particular character, because you don't want to be an imitation. It's not like you don't want to just be like, I'm pretending to be Heath Ledger, who's pretending to be the Joker. Then you have two pretends, and you're totally not like the character. I'll get to you in a second. One of the things that you do is, I watched a lot of the interviews they had with like John Wayne Gacy and a lot of kind of really psycho people that they, and just kind of like right now in one of our shows that's coming up, the villain is a Nazi, and I'm playing that character, and obviously I don't want to submerge myself in that character, so I've been reading a lot kind of about the history, and like education I think is probably the best way to handle that kind of character who's dangerous and not necessarily somebody that you want to submerge yourself in. Just kind of maybe from a journalist point of view, kind of just information is really helpful with that.
I was going to say, I imagine cosplaying a character like that is take into consideration like the things that, like if you were to work at a haunted house, the kind of like you can't touch anybody at a con, obviously, unless they want to hug you or something. But like getting up in people's faces, but not too close, and like looking at them for
Yeah, there's a lot of ways you can do that kind of a character that makes people uncomfortable. Like they feel like you're threatening them without threatening them. One of the things I like to do is I like to wear his bank robber outfit and walk around and like kind of, it's really creepy because it's like you can't see his face but you know who it is. During photo ops, they'll take the pictures and I'll be like, should I get a little closer? How about here? And then by the time I'm done, I'm like that far away from him and it really creeps him out.
Really quick, if you'll pardon us, we have
All right, see you guys. Let's give him a hand.